Okay, Peter, let's go through what we did yesterday, which is making like a hanging plan from 15 images. Now I've got them all in Lightroom here in a collection called Hanging Plan. So we're going to take these all into Photoshop. So the first thing we need to do is to select them all. At the moment there's only one selected. So I'm going to press Ctrl and A, or on yours it'll be Command and A, to select all the images. And then I'm going to go up to the photo menu and we're going to go to Editing and we're going to go down to Open as Layers in Photoshop. And in a second Photoshop will open up and it'll put together all those images stacked one on top of another in layers. Okay, here they all are in Photoshop, all lined up here. This might take a few minutes because your images are quite big. I've just fast forwarded to save you watching Photoshop just chuntering away. But here they all are in Photoshop. Now I'll Control, or you can Command and minus just to zoom out a little bit just to see where we're going. So you can see here now I can see an image, but all these other images are underneath. If we go up to the top, you can see that that's my top image and all the other images at different sizes, they're all underneath and I can't see them. And this is the size of my canvas. Now if I'm going to put all these on a bigger canvas, I need to increase my canvas size. So roughly how much? Well, let's imagine I'm going to say put 3 rows of 5 like we did yesterday. So I want this to be roughly 3 times taller, the big canvas, and I need it to be 5 times wider. So we'll use 3 and 5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the canvas size. And we're going to do that by going to Image and Canvas Size. I'll leave this and we'll set that to %. And then the width, I'll say set to 500%. And the height we'll set to 300%. And then we'll make sure that we click in the middle of here to make sure that all these arrows, so what this is meaning is that it's going to put this canvas all the way around. And I'll just click OK. And now you'll see the canvas, which is where the images are sitting, has got bigger. So I'll Control and minus again a couple of times just to get us out, or you can Command and minus. But all the images are still underneath each other, so I now need to move them. So I'm going to get the Move tool, which is this top tool here. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to make sure that this little tick box here called Auto Select, make sure that that's got a tick in it. And then I'm going to go down, I'm going to click on one of the images and I'm going to move it. And I'm just going to move all the images out the way, something like this, because I'm going to have 15 of them. Now I'm going to decide what kind of size that I'm going to use, so we'll say we'll pick this one. So I'm going to put that one right in that corner and I'll move the others away from it. And I'll then get another image, so I'll drag this one over and I'm just going to measure it against it. So if I hover, you'll see them little pink guides, and that's telling me that this one is exactly the same size that way. And I'll just move it up there and you can see it's going to be the same size that way. So that's number 2 in position. And all I'm doing now is I'm just dragging things out the way to give myself a bit of space, and I'll try this one. And I'll put that into there and we can see it's a little bit shorter, so I'm just going to transform it. So I'm just going to click on this one and then I'm going to do Command and T and I'll just drag it and I'll hold the Shift key down just to drag it in proportion and just drag it out till I get it the same size, and then I'll double click to accept it. And then we'll work on the others. We'll see about getting that one in position. That looks pretty good on its own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then this one, we've not really got enough canvas for it. Okay, and I don't think we're going to have enough canvas down either, so we need to increase the canvas size a bit more. So I'm going to go to image and canvas size, and I'll change the width by say 200% and the height by 200%. I just need it to be bigger. Now there we go, it is a lot bigger now. Control or Command and minus to bring it down, and then I'll just start repositioning these images again. I'm just dragging them and lining them up. I've now got there. Okay, now we'll use some guides like we did yesterday, and these are in the rulers here. If the ruler's not on, then go to view and rulers, or just press Command and R, and that'll bring your rulers up. And then what you do is you just go into the ruler and drag out a guide, and I'll drag out a guide vertically and drag one out horizontally, and then I can just nudge these images up and into position. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's fine. Okay, let's work on the next layer underneath. So we'll start off with this one, and that's not bad. We'll put that one in. Let's have a look, see if there's any that are going to be easy. Yep, that one will fit nicely, I think. And this one, okay, this one's a bit small, so I'm going to have to transform it. So Control and T or Command and T, and just drag it out, holding the Shift key down. And then we'll try another one. Get that in there. Command and T again. Take that one out. And then we're just doing exactly the same underneath. We'll do this on Command and T. This one, say you'll do it a little bit neater than me, because you'll do it a little bit slower. But I'm just trying to show you the concept of how it works. And we drag this one in. Control and T or Command and T on your Mac. Control or Command and T again. And all you're trying to do is to make sure that they're the same size. And when you get them all in the position that you want them, it says some of mine are not exactly right, but you would just move them and resize them until they're absolutely perfect, and the lines in between them are perfect as well. And then we've got too much canvas. So now what we can do, we need to crop it, but first I'm going to move them all down a little bit, and then we can put a title at the top. So I first need to go into the layers panel and click on the top layer and hold the Shift key down and click on the bottom layer so they're all selected. And then I'll just move them down, and they'll all move down together. I'll just leave them somewhere like that. Okay, now I need to crop it, so I'll get the crop tool, which is the fourth one down, the crop tool C, and you'll see the crop boundary, and I'm just going to drag this in to about there, so it's about equal at each side. So now all I'm doing is I'm just cropping it down a little bit. Right, we're down to about the right size. Now we'll put a bit of a title on, so we're going to go to the type tool, which is the T. I'm going to click once to set the type tool off. Probably that's going to be a bit small. I'll try and see about the size of this. I'll try 72, and we'll just type hanging plan. Now I've got white text here, you see, on a white background basically, so that's not going to work. So I'll just click and drag over there and change that to say black, so I can actually see it. And it's still a bit small because this is still quite a big document, so I'll put it up to say 100 points, and then I'll accept that by clicking the tick. Now, it's still a bit small, this text, but then this document, if we look down here, it's still 2.9 gigabytes, which is quite big. So I'm going to reduce that now. So I'm going to change the image size. So I'm going to go to image and image size, and you can see it's 34,700 pixels wide at this point, which we don't need it that big. So I'm going to drop it down to about 5,000 pixels, and it'll automatically resize the height, and then click OK, and that'll just drop the image size down to a more handleable size. Okay, I'm going to press Command and plus a couple of times to zoom that in, and then I can go and I can click right into this text, drag across it, and set this to something like a reasonable size now. Yeah, because we've now reduced the image size, then the relative size of the text changes with it. So we'll just call it hanging plan. And that's us just about done. Each image now, if you wanted to change it, you would just have to go to the move tool, click on the move tool, and then move that particular image. If you want to take it back into Lightroom when you're finished, we're just going to go File and Save. And then I'll just minimize Photoshop, and that should have brought it back into Lightroom now. There it is at the end, the hanging plan that we've just designed. Hope that was helpful. Just keep playing it a bit, the video, and stopping it a bit and having a go. And if you have any problems, just give me a call and I'll talk you through it. I'll see you later. Bye for now.